Hello everybody. This is going to be something new for me. I'm going to attempt to try to show probably very much beginners how to play CCR's Bad Moon Rising. And to start out with, I'm going to assume that everybody knows what frets are on a guitar. Assuming this here would be fret 1 behind the first line, 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and on down the line. Also on a tablature, which is how I learn things and play, the biggest string is your 6th string going down to your 1st string. So you have 6 through 1, and this here, that's the 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. And that's how I relate how I do it. The chords you need for CCR, Bad Moon Rising, is your D, and you need an A, and you need a G. And there's also a part where you need the desus of the D, which is, and I'm not quite sure, one of them's a desus 4 and one's a desus 2, I believe. But I will show you when they get in there. Alright, to start out with, I'm going to show everybody how to make a D chord. D chord is done starting with your 1st finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Your 2nd finger goes on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and your 3rd string, or your 3rd finger goes on the 3rd fret of the 2nd fret. And that's how you make a D. Okay? To make an A, you have to hold down your 4th, 3rd, and your 2nd on the 2nd fret. You can play it either with 3 fingers, but for me that's a little cramped, so I just play it with 2 fingers, like this. Hello everybody, I'm back again, and this is still a continuation of how to play CCR's Bad Moon Rising. I stopped last time just to see if my camera and all, I was picking up myself, because I'm doing this all by myself. I had no one running the camera, so I'm setting the camera down and I had to position myself where everybody can be, where I can be seen with everything that I'm trying to show you. And we started on A, and I showed you how to play an A, and then the final chord that you need for CCR Bad Moon Rising is a G chord. Excuse me, I'm a little slurred. But to play a G chord, you take your 1st finger, put it on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. You take your 2nd finger, put it on the 6th string of the 3rd fret, and then you take your 3rd finger, put it on the 1st string of the 3rd fret. And I'm going to try this, and I'll go back on the other ones because I didn't. I'm going to try to give you a close-up. This here is a G chord right here, and sounds like this. Okay, and then earlier I showed you how your finger positions for a D, and I'm going to try to give you a close-up of that. That there is a D chord, and it sounds like this. And don't think about a D chord, for the beginners out there. When you play a D chord, you can only play from the 4th string down to the 1st. Anything other than that, it don't sound right. That's what it's supposed to sound right, but if you try to hit the 6th and 5th, it sounds like this, and it don't sound right. So you have to leave those out. And on an A chord, it's pretty much the same thing. You can play all chords except your 6th string. It's supposed to sound like this. If you play your 6th string, it sounds like this. which don't sound too bad. If you can get away with playing that with a G chord, just play them all. And now that I brought that up, bass notes for a D is your 4th string. For A is your 5th string. And then for your G, it's your 6th string. And you're going to need those in this too. Okay, now we're going to start on the strumming part. The strumming part is what makes this song a little hard. The chords aren't that bad. It's this part right here that's the hardest part. And it might take me a minute to get it, but I'll show you how to do it. Starting with your chorus, because you got one strumming pattern for your chorus and one strumming pattern for your verses. But once you get those, it's a fun song to play. Okay, for the strumming pattern for the chorus goes like this. It's down, down, up, down, and then you go to your A and hit your bass note, which is your 5th string, and then strum down, and then to G, do the same thing, bass note, 6th string, strum, and then you're back down to your D, and it's down, up, down. And that's the hardest part in this thing. It's after you come back down from G, it's a down stroke on D, up, down, and then and that's the pattern for the chorus. So it should sound like this. And during each chorus, it's got 4 patterns of that, and then you go into the verse. And the verse is done just a little bit different, but it's not too much different. After you do your, then you go up to your G string, D, D6 again in there. Alright, I know I haven't explained this one too good yet. I have to kind of play it before I can show you how to do it. Alright, for the chorus, I'm going to start, I'm going to play the chorus once through one time, and then I'm going to go into the verse, and then maybe I can explain it to you a little better, okay? But here we go with the chorus. It's down, down, up, down. Pieces. Then it's G 2 times, D 2 times, A 2 times, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to stop there and see what I get. If anybody needs problems or needs help with this, I will be glad to help you, and I will try to help you out a little bit more. But I'm going to try one more time to get the strumming pattern for you. For, like I said, this is my first time trying this, so okay. For the chorus, it's down, down, up, down, down, up, down, and then it's A, bass note, G, back to D, and it's down, and then down again, and then D-sis, and then the verse is G, go with that. And if I get a lot of hits and people like this and it helps people out, I will probably attempt to make some more. Thank you for watching.